Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. Alright, we've done G4 for 10. We're going to do B4 for 10. It feels like this is a little more sound only because you're not ruining your king side. That is the only consolation here. Well, the pawn only went one square. Sooner or later that pawn will have to go 2 squares, a second square, so I didn't lose any tempo there. I did not lose a tempo. So let's just continue our development as though we meant it. Well, that was kind of him. Can we? Alright, we're off and running. I'm just going to try to grab what I can grab. And continue attacking. Continue attacking, continue developing, continue bothering. In whatever way is possible. Yeah, I'm going to give in that much. It's part of the plan to sneak my bishop out on the other side of this particular coin. Well now, this is so bizarre. I'm in trouble. I should have played what I should have played. Whew, close one. And we turned around an otherwise terrible game. An otherwise terribly creative game. Let's give it some credit at least. Monday morning, Christmas morning, we have Johan Helston's birthday. Not sure how much streaming I'm going to get done, but most of the streaming is going to have to be done before anyone wakes up. Mad Quick Chess, happy holidays, buddy. I know, right? How did I survive that? It could have been such a travesty. Queen takes h2 check. Chess is so bizarre, right? Like, how badly can you play and still do well? I need to pick up the pace.
Said, back from Bahamas, only 1 bullet, 10k PLO.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That was a very big bullet, though. That was greater than a 50 caliber bullet. I don't know if a 10 caliber bullet sounds as impressive. Definitely I've held a 50 caliber shell. It's big. Alright, so meanwhile, we are very lucky.
Mad Geek Chess
said, I was in for 6k, friends in for 4k, all fine.
I don't know if it's all fine. I feel terrible. I have way too much empathy.
Said, Still 9K 8 weeks all fine.
Oh, right? Plus 9K?
Sound alerts.
What did we score on?
Said. The ever so amazing supporter Pegasus Sway played encore applause for 10 bits.
Wait just a minute, Ron. Thank you so much for the bits, but that was a terrible, terrible sound alert. You did not get your money's worth on that one. Did everyone hear that better than I did? I'm going to check the library here. That did not sound the best. Sounded a little off, right? Tinny or something?
Mad Geek Chess.
Said. Took my shot half debating WSOP Durant Choctaw for 300, 500,
Nice.
1000.
Mad Geek Chess.
Said. But don't know if should be taking off teaching for it.
Oh yeah, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. What are the dates on Choctaw? It's closer to you. Less travel involved. A little less travel. Can you do your lessons online? As I've more or less switched to only online lessons myself.
Mad Geek Chess.
Said.
More
5 hours
travel.
road travel actually.
I don't know. The packing, the going to the airport for a 5-hour flight. Unless it's a 1-hour flight to the Bahamas, then I can understand.
Mad Geek Chess.
Said.
Oh,
Now 95% of my lessons live.
I have converted almost entirely, and I've taken my lessons down a notch in price.
Mad Geek Chess.
Said. 3-hour flight Bahamas, 5-hour drive Choctaw.
Well, either you're not going fast enough, or you live too close to the airport. I think it takes me, even though the airport's 5 minutes away from me, I have to show up an hour and change early. 3-hour flight, remember you have to show up an hour plus early to get your bag in and everything and make sure that they don't bump you from the flight. So I think it's a push, but obviously Bahamas is far, far better for the amount of time invested. Definitely better for the amount of time invested.
Mad Geek Chess.
Said. 1 hour early fine plus I have lounge access.
That's true. Always more comfortable than a drive. What is the closest airport to Choctaw? Asking for a friend. So I looked into Hastings, which starts next week. 5 days? 6 days? Hastings, England. I've always wanted to play in this 100-year-old tournament.
Mad Geek Chess.
Said. I have to search for airports for Choctaw. I only know it's north of Dallas.
It's north of Dallas, no kidding. South of Nebraska, north of Dallas. South of Nebraska and South Dakota. Any Starlight. I think season 4 of The Boys is out. I'm going to click on Amazon over here. Hopefully it doesn't drag my internet down. The Boys season 4 is apparently available. All right, I'm so ready for The Boys Season 4. Gen V, the spin-off between Season 3 and Season 4, was amazing. Dragon Burst, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, I'm going to be very easy to prepare for in certain categories. I have a feeling I'm going to get a lot of these. Unless I have another remedy for the English, which I am working on. I have a series of one-pagers, Andrew. Basically, I have these one-page sheets with 8 games or so. That students can analyze and prepare certain types of positions with illustrative games.
Mad Geek Chess
said. Adds 1 SEC.
Oh, no worries. I understand relatively completely. Let's go this way. I'm going to go this way. Wow. 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 That was interesting. Is it true? Something seems wrong with this picture. Yes, you do get that. That much is true.
Said.
But is it worth it?
Sheets you were saying.
Yeah, that I give to students in order to let them play through games for the most part. And it works out fairly well on average. Alright, now the moment of truth. Is the queen trapped? That is the question. Oh, I guess it's not quite completely trapped. That's a bummer. Did not see that particular move. Should have played rook to c8 first, to be honest. Interesting. Yeah, we'll continue with our regularly scheduled programming. Try to throw some in-between moves in here whenever we can. Down the exchange. He should give it back. Oh, maybe not. He doesn't have to give it back, I guess. So capture, 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 capture. That is indeed a bummer. Let's keep up the bother. Let's see, how much of a bother is it? Takes, takes, takes. Still down the exchange after all this time. Not so bad. That may test his playing ability. So, yeah, one pages of illustrative games. Let's say you take the Ruy Lopez, for example, and you give them one main line, one marshal. They all have to be about 28, less than 30 moves long. One center attack, perhaps for an option, give them a couple of wing attacks, and then a Berlin, you know, things like that. And eight games of the best players playing the white side of the Ruy Lopez, and basically in the course of 10 games, you can see an entire opening and the ideas, and you have at least one main line to follow, and you're on your way. Basically, I also used to call this an up and running series.
Said, what level are these students who receive model
Intermediate, I would say 1,000 to 1,100, give or take. I mean 1,100 to 1,400. Basically, if you want to start a new opening, these are the 10 games. You play through these games, and then you play through these games a second time in class. We quizzed them on the moves. We quizzed them on the ideas.
Said, 1,000 dusk.
Well, we know in Norway 1,000 FIDE is probably about 1,700 USCF. So, no. Yeah, I would say above, just above, or the starting point of intermediate, let's say. And my pretense for 1,000 rated players, by the way, and it seems to hold true with all the streamers I've been watching.
Said, no more 1,000 fighting next week.
Oh, really? Are they eliminating it? That will eliminate a lot of the rating deflation, if that is one of the steps they're taking. Thank you for letting me know. I know that there's a small chance I could receive some bonus points, but I don't think so because I haven't been active in the last year. Had I played some FIDE events, I think I would actually get a little bit of a nudge in my rating because I qualify for...
Said, starting January 400 for people 1,000 and sliding scale up to 1999.
Yep. And that's for people who are active, though. because I haven't been active. So I should get a little nudge because even though I was like 2,200 feet, the Norwegians ripped the daylights off of my rating and put me right under 2,000. So I'm hoping that I get a little nudge up to 2,000 or over, even though I haven't been active.
Mad Geek Chess
said, I didn't see specified active vs inactive. You sure about that idea?
I think so. I'm not entirely sure what their criteria are for activity, but
Mad Geek Chess
said, https www.chess.com news view FIDE set to implement drastic rating changes.
awesome. Noted. Thanks for the link, buddy. That was huge. We're going to go
Mad
with...
Geek Chess
said, I would think active meaningless, it's overhauled.
Yeah, that should be active meaningless, because a lot of people will become more active if they give us a little nudge, show us a little love. And now for something completely different. Let's see if we can get a pair of hanging pawns here.
Mad Geek Chess
said, you'll get tiny bump, I'm 19 something FIDE.
Yeah, we're probably almost in the same boat. I believe that we're both much stronger. And deservedly so. Let's see what's going on in our world here. So should I? Yeah, of course I should. Let's keep bothering him with pawns. The central pawn mass. So now... Oh, 1 second. That didn't work. Yeah, why not? Let's just bother him the best we can. Queen, king, rook, knight. This was not a good idea, folks. This was not a good idea at all. Takes, takes, takes. Mm-hmm.
FBA 10 Firauzja.
Said. How can you see on that bright board?
It's actually not that bright for me. I hope it's not so bright for you. Let's just keep up the threats.
FBA 10 Firauzja.
Said. It's very light.
It is very bright. Let's get these doggies moving. Get the little puppies rolling. Rolling, 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 rawhide. I borrowed that one a little bit from Mark Hebden. Grandmaster Mark Hebden likes these old ditties from the
Said.
early days of chess.
Firauzja, you beat Firauzja.
Did he say that? I've beaten Firauzja? Oh, and his name. It is very bright.
FBA 10 Firauzja.
It's time to change our wallpaper for something Christmassy.
Can you just for us fivers?
I certainly can. Let's find our ugh, that's even worse. That's even worse. Sand? Yuck. You know, it's just very bright. No matter what. The desktop image is just plain very bright. Oh, the pawns are going that way. I really hate when that happens. Let's put this on the white side of the board so we know which way the pawns are going. Namaste, the warrior. 72. I tried to save you the other day. Oops. It's not worth it. And that check, drawing him all the way back to G3. See whose king is safer. Might have played a queen. That did not help us, but that did help us, getting the pawn forward. I would definitely be walking my way back to you, babe. It's time for some checkups. Uh-oh, check and promote.
The warrior.
Said. Can I join?
Certainly you can. You should be able to. Your 24-hour hold when you miss a game.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Why can't you
Said.
join?
When's the cast, John?
Are we in round 5? You should be good. I forgot about a car appointment that I made for 9:30 a.m. this morning, Rogan. But why don't we try to do it this afternoon?
Said. I joined.
Get some sleep. When you wake up, give me a message. And Kingslayer Sloan, ladies and gentlemen, here to discuss the French Bishop chess cast. And Andrew has just given me some more information to include in our chess cast. We should probably have Andrew join our podcast for an afternoon. It'll probably be about 3 o'clock his time.
The warrior.
Said.
5 o'clock my
I
time.
can join.
Awesome. I'm glad you got in. Yeah, if you miss a game, unfortunately, this is my repertoire, by the way, Varouge is using. Against knight f6, I do tend to like to play.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. What time's this, John?
In about 10 hours. How about that? Is that a realistic possibility? Let's just keep on going.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. Sounds good.
I don't have a lesson scheduled. All right, now for some moments of truth. Let's just bother him. What in the world? This does not work out well, by the way.
Said. I'm getting bored streaming, John had to do.
So he sacked a piece temporarily. Can we give it back? We can definitely give it back, but to what end do we want to give it back? I want to give it back on my own terms and conditions. Takes, takes, takes. Takes, takes, takes. Try to keep him a little bit at bay. Tag. Tag. As much as it pained me very much to play that move. And we have to watch out for our Vic back rank. We do have to watch out for our Vic back rank. Let's get another rook in the mix. Try to seize the open file as best we can. Yeah. That is indeed a bummer. But just maybe.
Said. Who you playing?
I'm playing Alireza. That's very much a bummer. Just going to give him a checkup so that we don't have to win rook and bishop versus rook. We need to promote our pawn. Way overdue for a win against Alireza. If this is the Firouzja that you've beaten, I've beaten Firouzja. So, you're getting bored streaming. What to do? Well, it's time to do some different things. You should stream from your local chess club. Baba Yaga. Alrighty. So I guess we're the ones that are going to be going for this setup. Okay. Ruh-roh. Takes. Let's see if we can liven things up for our bishop. We're all in, honey. We're all in. So let's see. Takes. Let's reroute our pieces just a little bit. All right, moment of truth. Takes. Check. Takes. It just looks like it should be decisive, right? But is it?
Matthew.
Said.
This nation owes you a huge debt.
It's probably not decisive. Our squares are a little weak. So let's see, check. King to e2.
Matthew.
Said. Can I challenge you?
That's a bummer. To lose that game on time. You can challenge me, Matthew, within the scope of our dojo. We have designated training sessions where I play against almost all viewers. I think I've played almost everyone in here once or twice. For example, my last opponent we played at least twice. Bayanga, I don't think that I'd played him before. She or he are relatively new to the game. Dragon Burst, Master of Pawn Storm. Almost everyone in this dojo I have played, including Ron Hay, who's now plus 23 against me, because I definitely know that I threw away the last two with winning positions. Matt Powell. Matt Powell. Unless your name is Hawaiian and I'm really mispronouncing it. So I should have traded. I should have traded queens. That would have made things a lot easier with the outside pass pawn. But all of his pawns were on white squares, so I was probably pretty much reduced to passivity, as he was going to create passed pawns with his knight, so I probably didn't have much better than equality there. I'm also attempting to achieve a bit of... We also have a reward request where you can challenge me to a race to 6 or a best of 6. Can't remember what it is. And then we have a best of 12. Where are you from, Matthew? I have a good friend of mine with a very similar last name who is Chinese Filipino. So I'm not sure what the name Pao represents. The father's or the mother's name being Filipino or Chinese.
Said. From Philippines.
I thought so. So Caroline's mother might be Chinese. Do some cleaning of the glasses, as I have lost way too many games today already, and I've tried to lose almost every single game. That was the first game that I lost, and it wasn't a game that I was losing. How ironic is that? We'll go over these again in a bit and try to determine what it is that we're not doing right, and then we'll work on our game today.
Said. Playing a little better chess now. Nice that the trends are starting to reverse since last summer.
Nice. I'm the wrong person to talk about trends because you've been pummeling the daylights out of me, as well you should. And we have Mad Quick Chess in the house. French Bishop Chesscast. Links right here. I'm going to cut back on some of those links. I think the only one that really counts is Spotify. Castbox or Stitcher may not exist anymore. Let me click on one of those to find out. So Stitcher is now owned by Pandora, it seems. So I have to change that. Annie Starlight, wonderful. Just what I wanted. We're going to get in our, I believe, third B4. This is my idea. We're just going to continue plowing away, try to not give away our side pawns for our center pawns. Now that they're going to offer a trade of bishops, we'll play this move. And now for something completely different. Just maybe we'll get something on this fellow. Or this young lady, as the case might be. I'd love to be able to play Rook C1 if it were to amount to anything. Chances are, not. So, I don't really want to trade, but I do want the D6 square. That much is true. The D6 square. Ye gods, folks. We're sacking a pawn. Alright, let's go this way. Not that it's going to amount to much.
Kayon Chess
said, "Merry Christmas."
Merry Christmas, Kian Chess. How are you? An earnest, erstwhile streamer that he is. If you've not yet followed Kian Chess, all right, moment of truth. We are going in. And now for something completely different. Oh no! I had planned on rook d7, but I guess we can still try for it. I like my rook on the 7th rank. How does he defend? I don't know. All right, so now the moment of truth. Oh no, what did I do? No, I slimed Annie. Starlight. No, I slimed her. Terribly sorry, Annie. Quick slime in there. Low on time.
Said. Nice one.
That was a very tough game. I was dead lost. Some counterplay, but I was dead lost. Some counterplay, meaning probably none.
Said. Damn, that was nice found.
Yeah, I was very lucky. Nice find indeed. So let's see. I was probably going to be playing bishop to f6 on the next move and bother the rook and try to get in on the... I was basically thinking that I was getting the bishop behind the pawns. The e5 pawn was hanging. Things were good. How are my stats, by the way? My stats with b4, it's dead equal after b4. I don't know if I believe that. Player must be indexing. Oh, no, it's all caught up. By the way, I've come to the conclusion that h4 is the best first move of the g4, of the h4, g4, b4, and a4 contingents. h4 is the far better move on the first move. Now, these moves should not be as bad as they are, but they give black a space advantage. I've contended that you should not play openings like the King's Indian attack or hedgy openings like this unless you're going to obtain a space advantage. So, for example, any move that seeks space in the center obtains an advantage, such as e4, d4, obviously, knight c3, knight f3, for example. c4, f4 is not as good as c4, obviously, given the circumstances that black gets counterplay. Perhaps if we just go by black's winning potential, 38%, 39%. So black wins less against b4. So maybe b4 objectively is the best move to keep black from obtaining a full point. So on that basis, h3 of all the non-starter moves, a4 allows black to win the least. I'm sorry, a3. a3 allows black to win only 32%. Knight c3, 31%. Oops, and e4, 30%? Nah, that can't possibly be true. Right?
Dragonverst
said. Is na3 as a first move played?
I wasn't counting that as every possible first move in my GTO. My game theory optimal with all first moves, I am going to approach knight h3 and knight a3 very, very selectively in order to get them up to 200. I think if I'm 1,000 rating points in difference, I might play knight a3 or knight h3. We're still trying b4. So we've got a fourth one in. Get to 185. Trying to get to 200 possible first moves. Is he really going to weaken his white squares that much? Let us see. Let us see. And now for something completely different. Let's go with that one. And we're off. We'll take this opportunity to grab the space. He does have a hook. I'm not liking it at all. Yes. Can I just bother him some? We're going to try to hide. Let's just open up these lines as fast as humanly possible. And now for something completely different. Oh no! I just lost on time. Too old, too weak, too slow. Wow, my rating was accidentally over 2100? I don't think so. There's no way. There's no way. I didn't think so. I played too extravagantly for my rating to be that high at the moment. We are going to be buckling down before Reykjavik, though. We will be buckling down before Reykjavik.
Dragon Burst.
Said. Wait, you playing in Iceland?
I am playing in the Reykjavik Open. Click the link above. Hopefully taking a few students with me. Haven't rallied the troops just yet. Got my ticket for less than or about $700, give or take the taxes and fees. Baggage handling costs and all of that. Flying Iceland Air. So between now and March 15th, I'm hoping to wrap up our GTO by March 15th so that we can get a couple of good months of actual preparation in. It doesn't really matter if my opponents know what I'm going to play, because I play enough different openings that they will probably only have a 33% chance of calling what I'm going to be playing at any given moment. Normal on the flop ratio.
Dragonverst.
Said. Are you also doing GTO for black or only for white?
I'm dabbling with it with black. I haven't actually concentrated on it with black because it's far too hard to keep the moves consistent within a session. But I have played everything as black. So while we're at it, let's take a quick peek at that. So as black, against e4, let's see, have I not played something? I've played c6, e5. Oh no, that's against b4. Let's say against e4. There we go, that looks much better. c5, c6, e5, knight f6, e6, g6. My statistics with g6 are pretty sad. I think I'll have to work on that a little bit. Certainly the Sicilian is a far better opening than the Caro-Kann. I think c6 is only up there because it's more solid for bullet. And the Alekhine is quite a worthy choice in almost every time control. So 1 out of every 3 games I'm probably going to be playing c6 or c5, and I need to get my e5 up because I do like answering e4 with e5 despite what this says. The French defense and the Pirates defense, the Scandinavian far less likely, but my winning percentage with the Scandinavian is rather incredible. So maybe I should actually study the Scandinavian one of these days. Maybe it's worthwhile because the opponents have far less experience in those lines. And then against d4, it's a little less likely, but 74% with the Dutch.
I really need to play different openings as I only play Caro-Kann.
Believe it or not, if you play the Caro-Kann, you're already playing other openings, whether you noticed it or not. I'm trying to get my Sicilians up
Pegasus Sway.
to my Caro-Kann status.
Sadagasabadi your move.
Oh no! Is he not in the mix? Somebody can message him. As Warrior knows, I do try to message people when it's their turn to move, so they don't forfeit and have to sit out for 24 hours. Even though a Friday forfeit isn't as costly if you're playing tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., 24 hours still gets you in under the wire. I actually had a weird dream that I was organizing tournaments for Chess Informant. Let's reload my page just in case I am not current. Did I take too long to move and my opponent fell asleep? From Brazil. Could be a bad internet connection. But Dragonverse, where are you from? With a name like Dragon, I would suggest either a northern Celtic or Scandinavian country. Ah yes, A3.
Dragonverse.
Said. It is just a self-chosen name. Real name is Bjorn.
Oh, Bjorn. That also sounds rather Icelandic, to be honest. Mm-hmm. We'll go with a standard setup here. Maybe not
Pegasus
completely
sway.
standard.
Said Bjorn Borg.
Pegasus sway.
Said
Wow.
HTTPS Shack SE Nahats Farraga 2023 12 in Juden till Shack SM 2024.
Is that really the refutation? It could well be really the refutation. That's craziness. Alright, fine. Alright, he's taking my rook. Takes. Or is he?
Dragon burst.
Said I'm from the Netherlands unfortunately, but I heard the joke Bjorn Borg too much in my life XD.
I imagine you have. Who would have imagined that 3 moves with that knight would get it to such an awkward situation? Interesting. Can I just play knight takes e4? No, let's just take and gain time on this one. Coordinating our pizzas to the best of our ability.
Pegasus sway.
Said invitation to the 2024 Chess Championship in Sweden.
Not quite loading the cannon. And now for something completely different. This is bad, folks. He didn't even win King of the Hill. It was a draw on King of the Hill. So that was our 8th round. We might get a 9th opportunity, or a 5th opportunity with b4. When is the chess championship in Sweden? Oh, you just included it, sorry. Let's grab that link. Is it the Rilton Cup? In Vaho? I did not realize that Vaho was the center. The absolute center. Fort Knox Arena. If you have not yet checked this out, it is the Rilton Cup. Rilton Amateur. Hold. Well, my first move should not be a surprise. let's not lose our bishop. Alright, let's build up a big center while we're at it. Did I lose a pawn? I did. I did lose a pawn. And am I going to lose more material out of this deal? Ye gods! Let's relocate ourselves just a wee bit.
Pegasus sway.
Said. Your move balls about.
Oh no, no, no! Is he not getting? Should I have taken on f6? Probably. Yes, yes. Takes, takes, takes. Alright, well, c'est la vie. I don't know if it's going to work. Well, it did work for a moment. I have to get out of dodge on this one. So we know what he's up to. Takes, takes, takes. Rook takes, knight takes, rook takes.
Juicy delicious.
Said. Bagrist, move your piece.
Juicy delicious.
Said. That's my opponent.
And now for something completely different. Wow. Did he really do that to me? That's a bummer. Mm-hmm.
Juicy delicious.
Said. Yeah, the first win because my opponent didn't move any piece.
Oh no! After all this time, I fell for it. Did I have a way out of that? I did not have a way out of that easily. Nicely done, said Tim. Nicely done. Any move other than Queen E4 check, right? I do have to get myself out of this danger. So Queen E1 check is the simplest.
Said.
That's what I didn't
Black
see.
was gonna lose quickly but kinda hard to break through.
Juicy delicious.
No, if I'd have
Said.
just found Queen E1.
Free win point is free win point.
Indeed, juicy delicious. Nicely done. It's just another proof that 1 H4 is a better move than B4. That's all. Bagrat did not move against... Oh, he did move. He legitimately lost to El Loco Uno. Oh no, he didn't He did not legitimately move. That was Ron saying you have to move. Very active player in all clubs, teams. I really do appreciate his being here. He joined almost 1 year ago. Bagrat da. Selection is in the Russian. Alright, it's not working so well with the translation. Usually when you hover over something, it's smart enough to figure it out. Bagrat da. Avange 86. Rook takes. No, rook takes. Rook takes because a queen to f2 check. Queen takes f1. Right? Let me just go back here for a moment. Queen f2. Queen takes f1. Maybe he was mated. Nicely done. I'm not sure about this particular piece of music. Wonder if we can actually expand that music selection. The content player for the music track. to covering that. The same as the music player. That'll have to do. I'll lock that Pretzel Rocks in for the moment. I think it got thrown off when I went to Orlando last weekend. So let's see, as white, I didn't get in 185 my previous game. Grr, we're gonna have to play some hourly bullet to get our oh, we don't have an hourly bullet choice here. Hourly super blitz to get our B4s in. Fine. We're going to improve our B4s while we're at it. Normally I would have to leave for school right now. I have a little extra time. And of course we get black. Oh no. Is this true? Am I not allowed to do this? Am I not allowed to do this? Check, check. Bummer. Let's hang on for dear life. As best we can. Knight f6 and probably bishop e6 was better. Why am I moving the same piece twice in the opening? C'est la vie. Nope. Can't let you get that close. Well, that looks interesting. Oh no, that's not a real move, because he has queen takes. That was not a real move. I hallucinated. Just threw away a piece for nothing. Alright, 185, ladies and gentlemen. Really? Just keep embarrassing him to the best of our ability. What could my opponent possibly be thinking about in this position? Ruh-roh. My opponent is thinking about troubles. Troubles. That is a bummer. Rook takes, knight takes, bishop takes. Let's sack and exchange. Because we can. Oops. Mate is not good. And now for something completely different. Try to batten down the hatches. Whoa. That's no good. Yes, yes. Oh, you're going there? Can I? No, huh? Yeah, that was ugly. To lose my bishop to queen f2 check. I was enjoying that position. We didn't analyze our games, I realized. Juicy delicious. That doesn't count as having the black pieces, by the way. So we're at 186. I forget this is 3-0. Restriction, ladies and gentlemen, restriction. Yes, yes. It is indeed a bummer. Can't allow knight takes e4. There's a small problem with that one. It was a good idea if it wasn't bait.
Guilty conscience.
Said. Hello.
Guilty conscience, how are you? Thank you for the follow. Why is the sound alert not working? The mini feed, you didn't show up in my mini feed. The last one that followed, that I showed up, unless you were following before, and it doesn't give me the notification. Interesting.
Said. I'm quite well, how are you?
Guilty conscience.
Said. It did notify me.
It did notify you. Okay, good. I just don't see it in my streams. So if I take, and take, is it worth it? Knight takes, pawn takes. Grab the bishop pair where we can.
Said. I heard you made a video on the ego.
On the ego? I don't think that was me. I think that was the boys from Chess Dojo Live. All of which I've known since they were very young, except for Jesse Cry, who was always very old. Should I? Nah. Let's just get our other rook in the game.
Said. Oh, yes, that would be it.
Yeah, I'm used to them.
Guilty conscience.
Us.
Said.
Getting confused.
Similar name.
I've been, as I explained to them, I've been Chess Dojo I should say Master Chess Dojo. I've been Master Chess Dojo. Check, check, check. Can I at least slow him down a little bit? No, huh? Check, check, check. It looks like fun. But let's free up our bishop. Oh, you're going to do that to me? It's a good move. I do wish to trade queens.
Pegasus sway.
Said. Move now.
You're right, I forgot I don't have a 2-second increment. Move now indeed. Thank you so much. Move now. I'm used to playing 3 plus 2. That was an enjoyable game nonetheless. I liked everything that came out of that game, despite the result. Parkour is streaming. And now for something completely different. Try to get all the boys in. Yes, what do you got? That's a good one. That's a good one. I believe I got a 187th B4 in. So we need to change. We need to put hourly super blitz in the title. Hourly super blitz. All right, and we're off. Really? Fair enough. let's just keep everything honest here. To the best of our ability. You're going to have to choose, sir. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to serve somebody.
Pegasus sway.
Said. John, your chess playing tactics are really impressive. I love how creative you are with your ideas on the board. It really adds an extra dimension to the game. Also, even though the watch thing can be challenging at times, I'm confident that together we can find a solution that works for both of us. Thanks for the exciting matches and your amazing chess creativity. Let us try playing another time, my friend. See you online.
Thank you so much. So check, check. Let's just try to trap him. I should have played knight there first, honestly. Thank you, Ron. Namaste, by the way. Love you, buddy. Wow. I did blunder. Bishop g5. Just have to go for it. That's all. Don't really want to get trapped, do I? Yes, yes. Well, that's fascinating. And now for something completely different. He's got that check. That check is mate. It's truly a bummer. Yeah. Oh, he was dirty flagging me. Silly me, did not realize he was dirty flagging me till it was too late. The watch thing. I really appreciate you, Pegasus. What in the world? I could have probably saved my pizza the other way. Have a great day, sir. I haven't been able to play Offer Spiel this month. School, other commitments. I think the last Offer Spiel tournament took the socks out of me. So we're at 188, I believe. What are you thinking about if you're berserking, sir? You're not supposed to be thinking about anything if you're berserking. Creativity at its finest. Let's do it. And now for something completely ridiculous. No? Yes? Maybe so? Where are you going? Very annoying. Oh no! Can I? Well, he avoided losing on time. $184? What? $184? No way. We've been playing B4s this whole time. Reload. Should be at 188. Actually, we could be at 189. I believe I need one more B4. Yes, I'm at 189. Fine. And now for the winner is... Let's just give him a little bit of a checkup. A tag. You're trying that? As well you should, probably. We just have to get through the blacks in order to get to the whites, where we get to play our GTO strategy. And now for something completely different. Removing the defender. What is up with this music? We have to definitely be able to dislike certain things, that's for sure. This guard isn't my only weakness that I can defend. Only one small problem with this. Takes. Oops. That's indeed a bummer. King G6 pre-move would have probably offed me. Oops. It's a good thing the sound is there. We'll keep going with the B4s. Yielding space in the center. And the winner is... Wow. Let's just keep attacking. And now for something completely different. Let's bother him. This presents a small problem for the opponent. Could never take the rook. As long as my queen didn't move. $190. Do we dare try to improve one of our other stats? H4, B4? We only have 5 minutes left. We're not really improving our situation in 5 minutes. Are we? I think I'm at 191, honestly. Well, that was fascinating. Space advantage, anyone? Whoops. We found a way to get to the back rank. Going to be very awkward for the opponent to try to find this particular move. If there is a move to be found, now that I realize that it doesn't really work. Too old, too slow. So we managed to get up to page 4, right? Or page 3, I apologize. 10 is 1, 20 is 2, 28 is 3.
Artis
said, "Hey."
Artist 906, how are you? Guilty conscience, everyone. I am FIDE trainer and National Master John MacArthur. My student, Grandmaster Mark Arnold, is thinking about getting into streaming. I was definitely going to help him. So, 191 indeed. Hourly Super Blitz. Page 3. Not bad for a late start. Did we improve ourselves at all? Not really. We took a beating on rating. I am parkour. Interesting. The name like parkour. Why doesn't it say that I'm streaming? Because I left? Yes, because I left. Teams, play, arena tournaments, hourly bullet. Stream title, hourly bullet. Let's get in here before anybody starts to do it. We could use some coffee, could use some water. Now, how different is that versus the applause? And plus this one.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh! Did not get back to it. Oh no. Alright, 1970. So far, everything should be separated by a little bit. Let's go for it. Well, I lost a piece. I did. I lost a pizza. Oh no. No good, folks. No good. And now for something completely different. Well, that was lucky. I pressed my luck a little bit too much on the hanging pieces. I hung my rook on c8. I hung my queen on d8. I'm like too slow. I'm moving my queen to b6 and then I'm moving my knight. It's always nice. He wanted to trade queens as well. All right, let's pick up some momentum. believe we're at 192 on this particular front. Oops. That's interesting. Seems like a reverse Lafong, don't you think? All right, page 3. I am parkour. Had the same idea as me. Is he on page 1? Is he that good? Well, that's not good. I did okay, but that was a huge loss. Huge loss of rating points and my queen. It was a very good game by my opponent, I have to admit. A very, very good game by the opponent. Did I have that move before? I think I did. No, I didn't. I did have queen to g8 and queen g5, but he had h6. Oh no! Yeah. Too old, too slow. Page 5. What? Should have taken my rook. Patrick Locke from Nigeria. It's a lock. Very creative flair. Good one. No, I should have gone back. Was my opponent good? Please tell me he was a good player. He was a good player. Not a great player, but he was a good player. 3 in a row. Couldn't exchange pieces fast enough. Probably just needed to promote my A-pawn and hope to checkmate. Don't know why I thought about drawing that game. Actually, I do. I had lost 3 in a row, and I thought about drawing the game just to get back into the mix. Just to get back into the mix. Well, I'm so sorry about that. That I had to beat baby girl. Oh no! Where are we on our B4s? 197. We need 3 more. 3 more B4s and we are done. No, we're not castling on the queen side. Really? Well, that's a bummer. That's indeed a bummer. Don't lose heart. Page 7. Page 7. Oh no, I stopped short. I had 198. Oh, I see. I see, said the blind man. $7.29. I only need 2 more B4s before I sign out. Right? 3 more B4s. Should be the half-hourly bullet, right? Half-hourly bullet. Alright, 3 B4s and we're done. I'll take a break for coffee. And shoes. Coffee, shoes. Put some light on the subject. New gaming chair coming, or WD-40 on that one. I don't like it. Taking the car in to get serviced. So now, one of three. Wow. $200 B4 is 2 of B4. What? Go ahead, make your move. Yep. Nicely done, sir. So we need one more B4 to wrap the day. I believe I only need one more b4. Ladies and gentlemen, one more b4 to wrap the day. These are relatively perfect b4 openings. Let's check it. Are we at 200 B4s? We are now at 200 B4s with a slightly higher percentage. Why is the B4 ahead of H3? That is the question. Why? We have managed our GTO. Diana Mears is playing in Sitkus. I did not realize that. We're going to raid our favorite drama queen. She is playing viewers. This is exactly what everybody loves. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We are at, let's just make sure that we have everybody on the same page. We are at 180, 180, and B4 is now off the table. We only need G4s, A4s, and H4s, and if everything goes well with the car today, we will be back in a bit to try to finish off our GTO strategy. Thank you everyone for being here. Cheers and ciao. Please subscribe on YouTube if you have not yet already. It would help the channel immensely. Please give it a nod. Thank you so much for your support. Cheers and ciao. We also have all of our socials, including the Chessful account, and you can join our Discord, which gives you a little bit faster alerts on when we are streaming. Oh no! 1 hour ago, Pegasus refunded. This would have been a good morning for him too. Cheers and ciao. Thank you so much.